regarding Joseph and how he had to discover his individuality on his own, simply because he took his dreams to his brothers and nobody could guide him, and to his father, and they had the spirit of misinterpretation, and basically they never took the time to guide him with what God gave him, because they they only saw the things that they wanted to see, and not identifying that he was going to go through things, and he was just a boy, and he needed the assistance from his brothers. And many a times we reach out to the closest ones that we can get to, our friends, our families, our brothers and sisters in church, and we sometimes fall short. And I think that we should truly consider practicing the spirit of of God in all things, and to remember that we need to assist one another, irrespective how ridiculous the gift sounds, irrespective how irregular the vision seems, the message comes across. Sorry, we need to be there for one another, and especially in this generation where we are on the social media platform, where we can sometimes sound like we are not speaking any sense, and our scriptural terminology, our vocab is not suited to the next one. But it's often shown that the seed that we plant, it has no direction on the packet. That's what I've always been taught, and it's a heart of understanding that needs to take the time to inspire the next one to pursue every vision, every goal, and every dream. Because we are not here to set apart who's correct and who's incorrect here. The Father teaches us always that we need to believe in Him. For whosoever believeth in the only begotten Son shall have everlasting life, and that is what matters. And I sit and I think that yes, the ones that brings the greatest change in this world are often the ones that have that irregular dream, the ones that have that irregular, crazy vision, as the ones that aspire to follow what they believe in. It's not meant to be understood. We are not meant to be understood in no way, in no means. All we need to find is the correct one that's gonna pursue us and push us and search us out and remind us to go forward. It's not a case about why is the gift in him or her. It's not a case about why is he then doing the things that I should have been doing, or she preaching what I am preaching. For many are called, my brothers and sisters, but few are chosen. And those that brought the greatest change, naturally as well as spiritually, Christ Jesus most of all, reminds us that he says that for when you are hated, remember they hated me first. We look at those individuals that created Google, and those type of extraordinary things that we are making use of today. They were called irregular, and they were called insane. But as a Christian, we ought to be irregular and insane, and we ought to aspire to bless one another, because this is the most frequent text that comes forth when I speak and I'll see into somebody's soul is, Matthew 5 verse 8 is only the pure of heart will see God. And if that spirit is not in me, how can I portray the love of Christ that resides in me and should live through me? So I pray that we take the time to find that ones with the irregular dreams. I pray we search out those that aspire to wear the different socks that doesn't match, because it's the rejected stone that becomes the cornerstone in all things. So I pray we bless one another, search out one another, and lift up one another in this day. So let the love of Christ abide in all of us. Be blessed, keep it real, and keep it 100, and always remember, we shall not be ashamed.